You've asked me for more air fryer cooking in the RV, so here we are. I've got 7 recipes that are easy and delicious, and we're starting with dessert. Hi there, I'm Leigh Ann, and this is Making My Abode on the Road. I'm gonna make some little individual ricotta cheesecakes. I saw this recipe online. I think it was another a cooking YouTuber that shared it. And anyway, I thought I have to try this and hopefully it'll work because I haven't actually tried it yet, but hopefully it's good. But first, I have to tell you, I still love my Tastee air fryer. About 6 months ago, they sent me one to review and I'm still loving it. I was impressed then and I'm still even more impressed. My favorite part about it is the ceramic coating. No Teflon, it's holding up well, it's not peeling or cracking or rubbing, and it's not toxic. By the way, if you purchased one from my last video, first of all, thank you, but I would love to know, are you liking it? Let me know in the comments below if you love it just as much as I do. Okay, air fryer cheesecakes. This recipe starts with 2 cups of ricotta cheese. I had some milk that was on its last leg, so I made ricotta from scratch just to use that up. But after making this recipe, I think that store-bought might turn out better. This was a viral air fryer recipe by Tastee. People seem to love it, so I had to try it.
If you mix 2 cups of ricotta cheese with 2 eggs, cornstarch, lemon zest, and a touch of honey, then pour it into a baking dish and cook it in the oven or air fryer, you get a high-protein, flourless, gluten-free ricotta cake that's absolutely delicious.
It doesn't get easier than that, so we'll see. So you add 2 eggs and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. The recipe calls for the zest of 1 lemon. I was out of lemons, so I used a mandarin orange. Then you add 1 tablespoon of honey. I did about 2 tablespoons. I like things a little sweeter. Then you blend it up until it's smooth. It wasn't quite coming together, so I added a little milk since the homemade ricotta was on the drier side. Okay, that's much better. It's not as smooth as hers, but hopefully it'll turn out. She poured the batter into a parchment-lined baking sheet, but you can also use 4 individual ramekins. The batter was the perfect amount for 4 individual cakes. All 4 of these little ramekins will fit in here perfect, by the way. I'll link these below. I got them at Walmart. They're so cute. It comes with this little holder and they sit right in there. It would look so cute sitting on a counter or something too if you use them often. I don't use them often, so I put them in my cabinet, but okay. Okay, and then we're gonna go air fry. She said to do 340. And then we're gonna do it for 25 minutes. Okay, start. 340 degrees for 25 minutes was spot on. They came out perfect. We sprinkled a little powdered sugar on top, but I think that a fruit compote or something like that would be even better. How did I get these out of here last time? I don't think it was with that.
Maybe you should use the other tongs that
The ones
can
that
like
are
grab
kind
on.
of grippy.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Now for the best part.
Ooh. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Mmm. I can taste the orange.
You know what? That's pretty good.
It is definitely very mild. It needs... I think I would personally like it sweeter.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think like some fruit on top would be really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a little more honey. It's not as smooth as a cheesecake, but it's good. I like it. Not bad. This could not be easier. I made a single serving, but you could make it in a large dish or a parchment air fryer liner. Roast the marshmallow at 400 degrees for 6 minutes until it's golden brown. I've seen some people put chocolate right in with the marshmallows, but you run the risk of burning the chocolate and then it'll be bitter. The marshmallow is hot enough to melt this room temperature chocolate right away. If your chocolate is cold, you could add it while the marshmallows are still in the air fryer and then just close it and let the residual heat melt the chocolate. The air fryer is a great way to enjoy s'mores in the RV. First thing you want to do is soak your skewers so they don't burn while cooking. I found these short ones at Fred Meyer, but you could break the long ones in half so that they fit in your air fryer. For the sauce, you can just buy a bottle from the store, but this is so easy and it tastes delicious. In a saucepan, combine 1 1/4 cups water, 1/2 cup soy sauce, 1/2 cup brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of honey, 3 tablespoons cornstarch, 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. I used fresh ginger and garlic, but dry ground works just as well. Next, bring the mixture to a simmer on medium-high heat. Reduce the heat and simmer until it thickens. It happens pretty fast, so don't walk away. It just needs to get thick enough to coat the back of a spoon. Let's see. Yep, there it is. I used chicken thighs, but chicken breast would work just as well. I cut the chicken in strips and threaded it on the skewers. I think it would be much easier and probably faster to cut it in chunks and then skewer it that way. Then brush the sauce on both sides. Put them in the air fryer basket with some space in between. Air fry at 400 degrees for 15 minutes and turn them halfway at about 7 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna turn them. Now finish. Can't really see. Oh, a little bit. When they're done, top them with a little extra sauce. Definitely don't skip this step. The sauce is so good. Then sprinkle with some sesame seeds and green onions on top. I don't see any pink juice, so that's good. Oh, it's totally done. I can feel it. Oh yeah, it's done. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yum.
That was so easy. It's good, right? It reminds me of like the Japanese, the teriyaki.
This is really good.
If you put mushrooms on there in between, that'd be good.
It'd be very good.
It's cooked perfect, by the way. So, 15 minutes. There was plenty of sauce left over, which I don't mind at all. It would be really good for chicken wings too. When the chicken wings are done, just toss them in the sauce. So, so good.
Feels like teriyaki chicken.
These need a dipping sauce, so I made my homemade pizza sauce. It's so easy. You need 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 can of tomato sauce, and your favorite seasonings. I use basil, Italian seasoning, and fennel seed. Fennel seed is what gives it that pizza taste. I like to crush it up a little bit, but you can just add it right in. You mix it up and you're good to go. And it freezes beautifully, by the way. These are so easy. Cut your string cheese in half. You need a little flour, egg, and Italian seasoned panko crumbs. Roll the cheese in the flour, then in the egg, in the flour again, and in the egg again, and then coat in the breadcrumbs. Put them in the freezer for 15 minutes. By the way, you can make a huge batch of these and keep them frozen for any time. Air fry them at 390 degrees for 6 minutes, and don't forget to spray them with oil first, like I did. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try one. I like it. That's really good.
Wow, I actually like it too, surprisingly. I bet Dad'll like those.
Really good. I like those. To get the crispiest wings ever, you want to dry them out really well. If you sprinkle a little baking powder and a little oil and toss them before air frying, it dries them out even more, and they get so crispy, which you definitely want for salt and vinegar wings. Air fry at 400 degrees for 8 minutes, then flip and air fry at 400 for an additional 8 minutes. Now here's where the salt and vinegar come in. I used this salt and vinegar popcorn seasoning. It's not the healthiest, but it's delicious. If you know of a salt and vinegar seasoning without questionable ingredients, please let me know in the comments because I love salt and vinegar wings. Still kind of hot, but hot. Yummy. The air fryer is the only way I make baked potatoes now. They come out perfect every time. Wash it really good and poke it with holes with a fork or a knife. So we do 400, and I don't preheat. I never have preheated for this, for 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, you're gonna flip it and do another 20 minutes. Okay, so let's flip it. I usually just put butter, salt and pepper, and sour cream, but today this is my lunch, so I added cheese and green onions. I was only missing the bacon. They come out perfectly crisp on the outside and fluffy on the inside. So the next recipe is Parmesan crusted chicken. I have made this for years. Usually it's in the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and try it in the air fryer. I think this is gonna work perfect. This recipe is for 4 chicken breasts. I've done it on chicken thighs, which is what I'm gonna do today. I prefer thighs. I'll let you know the exact time and temp for the air fryer. And I will also post this recipe in the description below and the pinned comments. So, I have the mayonnaise and Parmesan right here. I'm just gonna mix that up. And then I have breadcrumbs seasoned with Italian seasoning. So you take the stuff and you spread it on. Okay. Then sprinkle the breadcrumbs on top of that. So I'm gonna have to watch these. These chicken thighs were really thin, so this is so much faster than in the oven. Air fry at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. It's definitely done. Juicy. When I tasted it, I realized that I forgot to salt and pepper the chicken first. Don't forget that or it's bland city. If you like this video, I recommend watching this one next. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.